ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border. So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. 'Cause when you...
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Cardinals have 1-6 now. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Six 0 our score after 1. Second and 11 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Murray now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Murray going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here, followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jones on third down. Complete. It's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. But you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They hand this off to Harris, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're out panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Murray now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot.